back with a curated collection video, and today we are highlighting 3 very special vintage watches from the Vintage Watch Shop over at HuntingtonCompany.com. We have a Rolex Datejust reference 1601, a Rolex GMT Pepsi 16700 with a spider dial, and then a pretty rare Tudor Prince Oyster date with a Ranger dial. So let's take a closer look at these 3 vintage watches that are available for you guys to add to your collection. Let's kick it off with the Rolex Datejust, and like a good bottle of Bordeaux or an original Frank Sinatra vinyl, there is something classic about a Rolex Datejust reference 1601. It could be the pipe hand dial, the fluted bezel on a 36mm case, or the corky folded link bracelet. For me, it's all about that dial and tritium lume. What we have here is a Rolex 1601 with onyx inlay hour markers, even tritium lume, and a warm, almost champagne patina to the gorgeous silver dial. The 1601 was once a watch that you can have for a few $100s, and now it's in the thousands, and it's only becoming more and more expensive as these watches are becoming harder and harder to find in condition like this. So if you've ever felt an urge to own a Datejust like the reference 1601, I would honestly say pull the trigger before it's too late, because as it was 5 years ago, I can promise you 5 years from now, we're going to be talking about how cheap these were now and how expensive and uncommon they have become. At first glance, what you are looking at is a Rolex GMT Master with a Pepsi bezel. But the more you look, the more you'll understand what makes this so unique. What we're looking at is a tritium dial reference 16700, and at the slightest angle in the right lighting, you can see this gloss dial has gained some of the most aggressive spider patina I have ever seen on any Rolex. The GMT itself is an amazing watch, and there is so much value in these Pepsi GMTs, but this dial is what true collectors go crazy for. It's a true work of art that could have only been achieved by time itself. This is an if you know, you know kind of watch. A super rare vintage Tudor Ranger. So to be able to offer this vintage watch with a Rolex Oyster case and crown is something I'm so grateful for. And to be able to say that this is available in the Vintage Watch Shop over at HuntingtonCompany.com is so cool. Just take a look at the matte dial, those large hour markers at 6, 9, and 12, and those gorgeous Tudor hands. At first glance, this is no different than any other reference 7996, but right above the 6 o'clock, you can see the Ranger name. And whoever pulls the trigger on this piece and adds it to their collection, I just want to let you know, I'm going to be super jealous, and I hope you send me photos of you wearing this. A watch that triples in value just because of one word on the dial. I love the Explorer feel like a 1016 Rolex on this Tudor Ranger, and I promise you if you see it in person, you will understand the true charm of these vintage Tudor Rangers. Thank you guys so much for checking out this week's curated collection. I am so happy to be back and showcasing some of the most gorgeous vintage watches on the market right now. And they are all available over at HuntingtonCompany.com. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to DM us on Instagram, email us, or comment below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.